Hey guys, you all know that I love wildlife and I love animals, but one thing you may not know is that the first animal that I ever fell in love with was a horse. And there is one man who has taught me more about horses and myself and life than anyone on the planet, and I really want you to meet him. This is Dave Ellis.
My name is David Ellis, and welcome to my ranch here. I'm happy to share some of my thoughts about that wonderful thing I get to do called natural horsemanship. I grew up in a small oil lease outside of a small town called Fellows, California, which is outside of a slightly bigger town called Taft, which is outside of a bigger town called Bakersfield.
Okay.
It was a bit like being on a farm because we had sheep and we had calves and eventually we had horses after I did. But instead of having crops growing, we had pumping units going up and down. Mm-hmm. Parents all loved me. I'm the oldest of 4 boys and 2 girls. Mm-hmm. My parents liked to go square dancing twice a week, and I was in charge. So all of a sudden I was the leader of the whole pack, mm-hmm. For 2 nights a week. Once I got my horses, why then, my brothers and sisters all wanted the horse, but I was still the leader of the pack. Mm-hmm. And I think that set a little bit of a notion inside of me that if you're going to be the leader, you ought to have something to say worth a toot, and you ought to doggone pay attention to how they're taking it. So as a youngster, 12, 13, 14 years old, why then I could see the value if I was going to be in charge and have it be successful, that I had to conduct myself in a certain manner, and I think that's carried on through the rest of my life.
He's sleeping.
My brand new hat does not quite fit yet. It doesn't fit the round shape of my head just yet. So it's tight in one spot, loose in another spot. So all the horses here at the ranch will come up to a stand or come up to a rock or come up to a log and give us elderly folks an opportunity to get on. Like I have a little bit closer right there. Thank you very much. So I can see that he's... And I'd like him to wait a moment. And that's good. Next in line. And he's on the short side, so okay. Oftentimes he needs a bit of encouragement.
He's kind of like me. Kind of short, kind of quiet. Needs a little encouragement. We are the same. Okay. All right.
You good to go?
Good to go.
Okay. So my horse is looking at the cameraman. There we go. Success.
Who is that? What's he doing there?
As a kid, the thing I liked about having my horse was it was better than riding my bicycle. Mm-hmm. If I wanted to go someplace, it gave me a way to get away from the house, out and about, looking things after my own. So I really appreciate that out of my horse back then. Mm-hmm. And, I loved her. I'm just a teenager getting used to this stuff. But over the years, I've been able to feel the depth mm-hmm. that a horse's emotions, and I think they have emotions, mm-hmm. that they are able to share with you and help you understand that if you can do the same thing with society and the rest of the world, the same good things can happen. The same good feelings can come over you. And this program I ride, Natural Horsemanship, is all about feelings. It's all about emotions. Yeah, there's some details and some techniques, but most of us spend half our time crying, mm-hmm. Of joy, just so how joyous we are with what's happened and how the horse would give himself to you to go do something that you just asked him to do, rather than told him to do it. This horse trusts me and is kind enough to tolerate that because I'm not strong enough anymore. Shoulders are all been torn up to get the saddle all the way up. So he allows me to get it close and then scoot it on up a little bit. I'd like his hindquarters just a little closer. So all of our horses have learned I'm leaning backwards, so my focus is behind me. Here's a little rhythm that asks wherever I'm touching to come towards my focus. Come on, step up. Thank you. Just right. Thank you for. If he would have put my foot in there for me. If he had fingers. Most people want to deal with horses the same as they deal with their dogs or with their children. And horses are an opposite species. They're prey animals where dogs are predators. So the prey animals operate and learn at a completely different level than the predators do. So natural horsemanship is a way to address the horse in a manner that makes sense to the horse. The idea is for the horse to understand what it is you're looking for and then feel the opportunity to go do that. The regular old style, which I did for 40 or 50 years. The old style is the horse gets away from the pressure to avoid the pressure. Natural horsemanship, the horse looks for the comfort. Yes, there's pressure, but it's not pressure to run away from. It's pressure that just removes a little bit of his comfort, and then we help the horse learn how to find the comfort by going to our focus, following what we have in mind. And that's the same thing that horses do in the herd mentality, and that's where my friend Pat Pirelli, my mentor, where he learned most of that was how do the horses work with themselves all the time.
I forgot how hard saddles are.
So the idea with this groundwork is I like my horse to go someplace, wait on me, and I can ask him to go someplace with steady pressure. Could you back up? If I press on the chest, can you back up? Steady pressure. And when he moves, I released. So all these horses in natural horsemanship want to be comfortable. They're looking for a thing called release. So I can put a little rhythmic pressure in front of them, and when they move, I'll stop it. So if I put rhythmic pressure again, there he moved further, quicker, to get me to stop once again. Try that with your horse. Let him show you what it is. Atta girl, good. If I want to move the hindquarter, I'll walk around towards it, put just a little rhythmic pressure, and with this stick and string, I don't have to do much. Just barely a little bit. Look how much longer I am, how much taller I am with this stick. And that means a lot to all horses. So this is not a whip, this is just a growth on Dave's arm. That's a little bit out there and reaches. See, it doesn't take much, does it, Maya? I mean, it's almost a thought, which is where we would like all of our horses to be. If I think about it and you can detect what I'm thinking, would you give it a try? When I was but a boy, I'm in high school now, riding this very first horse that my parents bought for me. And I'm riding on these oil field roads out there, and I come to a T in the road. I've got my hands on the saddle horn, and I just think about going to the right. And we get up there, and she turns right and goes, and I thought, oh my God, I raced home, and told my mother, my horse just read my mind, I'm telling you. Oh, no, he didn't. You did something that told her to go to the right. No, I tell you, I did not. I had my hands on the saddle. I was so adamant. Here I sit today knowing she was right, but so was I, because subconsciously I helped her to understand where I wanted to go. So my mom was right. I did do something. I was right because I did not pick up the rein and I did not bump her with my leg. So that old mare and I just had an understanding at where she said, you don't have to tell me. I can tell. Well, sure, I'm sure my head turned. All kinds of physiological things happen. but it was all so nebulous back then as a teenager. That was the first one I remember. That was a major, major deal. When people begin to play with their horses, when you start off, you're interested in moving the whole horse. After you get a little bit better then, and that might be several years before you can get to where Maya and I are right now, then we want to be able to move each foot, because that's the real goal for natural horsemanship. Can I cause this horse's right front foot to step to the side? Thank you. So that's all I wanted, was to be able to move that right front foot. Can he move his left hind foot back a step? I'm looking where I went there. Thank you, and I'll stop. I'll see, when I quit, when I relaxed, he said, game's over. Dave stopped, I'll stop.
Can you tell them how we met, or what you remember?
Sure.
And when we met?
I'm doing a clinic up in Carmel, and here's this real small gidget of a girl on a really nice looking buckskin horse, follow me, and I saw, we were talking about this earlier, I saw that this little girl's got talent. All I need to do is point her in the right direction and try to help her find a way to get along with her horse. And I just remembered that he was not the easiest fellow to get along with. And there are times where yes, you have to assert yourself with your horse, and she was a little hesitant to do that in the beginning, but when a little bit later on, then she found how much the horse seems to appreciate knowing that you really care.
And that was when I was 14, and I remember, I don't know if you remember this or if you even noticed, but one of my first clinics with you was at Deb's, and you were telling me to have Acero go in a circle, but go in a straight line. That's all I remember. You were like, put him on a straight line, but you're doing a circle. And yes. I didn't get it, and I cried. And I was so confused. But yeah, and then the last time I was here was 6 or 7 years ago in college. And now I'm 27, which is crazy.
So Maya, you mentioned yesterday how I upset you with your first lesson, saying I want her straight on the circle. How can that be? So I like to say that in geometry in high school, 1958, I paid attention. And a circle, I learned that a circle is a polygon, which means many-sided figure composed of points equal distance from each other and equal distance from a point in the center. So when I ride a circle, I'm not really riding a circle, I'm drawing a circle by riding straight from one point to another. So the equestrian term for that is straight on a circle. Here's my cone. Here's my center line opposite that white string. There's my next cone. Over there's my string. And all I did there, Maya, was ride from point to point. And it looks like a circle. This natural horsemanship business has afforded me the ability to buy this really nice ranch here, which I call Ellis. My brand is Ellis Ranch. I think my wife Jody said it the best the very first time she came here with me to see it. And we drove in off the highway, and she said, this all feels, not looks. This all feels like a magical garden. And it does. I have no idea why, but I went out of my way to not mess it up.
Do you have any advice for young people in general?
Yes. Nothing's as good for the inside of a human as the outside of a horse. If you can find a way to go be around some horses, either lean on the fence and watch somebody with them, or try to find a way that you can pick up rocks and clean up stuff to be around some horses, you will find that whatever may be troubling you in a very short time seems to dissipate, seems to go away. Find a horse.
Go find a horse.
go find a horse. And find a good old one. Don't go looking for the Raging Black Stallion or Fury or some horse like that. Go find an old horse who likes just as much to emote with humans as even the babies do. Don't get a baby.
Don't get a baby
Don't
horse.
get a baby first, no.
Favorite phrases? There's so many.
Oh, my favorite. My absolute favorite phrase that I got once again from my mentor, Pat Pirelli. The phrase is, in a smooth and flowing motion. Whatever I'm doing, do your best to have that come off. No jerking, no bumping. You've got to save your life, of course. But what we're trying to do, make a turn and stop and go somewhere and go to the gate and open, close the gate. Do your best to have it flow out in a smooth and flowing motion. That's my all-time favorite phrase.
I like doggone too. Everybody needs to start saying doggone more. I'm going to start that one.
Good, that a girl. Thank you. Thank you. See, just that extra little horse there. Now, go stay with, get ahead of them. Get ahead of them. Get up there.
Shoo!
Good. I will just watch. Could have been a little bit more open, that's okay. Just walk towards the herd, straight towards the herd. Now back up a step. Ah, damn it. Stay there, you're good.
Nice.
Thank you, Maya.
Sure.
I didn't think you could do that without a cowboy hat.
Where can they find you online?
Well, I have a website and I have a Facebook page. So the ranch has a Facebook page, LS Ranch Naturally, Facebook. The website, and I don't keep it updated as much as I could because I don't think everybody reads everything in it anyway. So that's lsranchnaturally.com. So you can, I think you'd probably be better off to see what Jody and I are about looking at the Facebook page, because I keep that relatively current about what we're doing, where we're going to be. And then if you'd like some details about what the heck we're up to, then go to the website. Look at the website. I have put together a video library with your help. Thank you very much.
On Patreon.
Yeah, on Patreon, right. And you can get to that through my Ellis Ranch Naturally page. There's a big sign that says, click here to go to the video library, and then just follow the bouncing ball to the video library.
I've also listened to your guys' CD on Spotify.
Oh, did you?
A lot, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can find their CD on Spotify too. That's
well,
fun. It's a fun listen.
We're minstrels or troubadours or something like that, right? The last one, it says a Strawberry Roan campfire version. If you listen to that, I get to talk about how my mom got me to do this stuff. My mother was really proud of her oldest son, and she would tell people that he could do things, that's me, that he could do things he could not do. Had no idea. Mom, don't tell him that. I have no idea. And so now a horse will show up that's chasing people outside of the pen or biting you when you saddle it up. I'm 13 or 14 years old. Oh, so I had to go study, find books or magazines for people. And there were not that many of them around in 1952 or 1953. On one hand, I think, Mom, why did you want to do that to me? On the other hand, I have to think, Mom, I'm sure glad you did that to me, because you helped me learn how to, on my own, go out and figure out what needed to be done. And that's really served me well throughout my life. Serves me well even to these days. I'm sure a lot of little things are going to come along, you know, that I could do well when I was 37, that I can't even spell now at 83. But I'm not going to quit the horses, and so I'll find a way for them to help me, and then for me to find ways to help myself. So it's still my mom saying, my son can fix your horse when he has no idea what's going on. You cannot learn inside your comfort zone. You have to go a little bit outside your comfort zone, but not so far you get scared and go brain dead. So you have to really temper it. But if you do, if you go a little bit out of your comfort zone, then your comfort zone's a little bit bigger tomorrow. Next thing you know, the whole damn world's your comfort zone, and you're okay to do something.
Well guys, this video has been a really important one for me to make for a long time. Thank you so much to Dave and Jody and Ellis Ranch for having me out here again and letting me film all of this. Dave and this ranch, this place, has had such a huge impact on my life. It's been such a formative part of who I am, and so I hope that watching this video has given you just a little bit of that, even if you're just taking away a little bit. I hope it's been impactful for you. We talked a little bit about Dave and Jody and their music, and we had dinner last night and Dave brought his guitar. So we want to leave you with a little bit of that, and if you like it and you want to see more, we actually uploaded some behind the scenes from this video and extra music from that session last night at dinner onto Dave's Patreon. And so if you guys are wanting to support him and what they do here at Ellis Ranch, and you want to hear more of Dave's guitar and voice and Jody's beautiful voice, you can get more of that on his Patreon. It would mean a lot to me if you guys could support him that way. You won't regret it. It's pretty great. So we'll leave you with a little song. Thanks for watching the video.
Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go.